If you found this video today, I want you to pause for just a second and really take that in. You didn't stumble here. You weren't just mindlessly scrolling and happened to land on this. Something in you, that quiet, knowing part of you that doesn't always have words, pulled you here. And I believe with everything in me that this reading has been waiting for you. Maybe you've been carrying a question you haven't said out loud yet. Maybe there's a person on your mind that you keep trying not to think about, but they show up anyway, in your dreams, in random moments, in the way a song hits differently than it used to. Whatever brought you here, I need you to know, this is not a coincidence. This is alignment. And what I'm about to share with you is going to touch something real. So take a breath. Settle in. This one is for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found your way to this space. This is a place where we slow down, tune in, and actually listen to what the universe has been trying to say. I do these collective readings with a lot of love and a lot of intention, and if you feel called to stay, please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss a reading. And if something in this video speaks to you, and I have a feeling it will, drop a comment below. Tell me what landed. Tell me what you felt. That connection with you means more than you know. Now let's get into this energy, because it is heavy, it is real, and it is absolutely beautiful. Okay. The very first thing I'm picking up on here, before I even go deep, is this feeling of being seen. Not seen in a surface level way. Seen in that uncomfortably intimate way, where someone is watching the details of you. The small things. The things you don't perform for other people. This person, whoever this is for you, they are not casually aware of your existence. They are paying attention in a way that maybe even surprised them. Like, they didn't plan to care this much. They didn't sit down one day and decide, I'm going to watch this person. It just happened. You moved through your life, doing what you do, being who you are, and something about that caught them. And now they can't look away. And what's interesting is the energy I'm feeling from them is not just attraction, although that is absolutely there. It's something more like admiration mixed with a little bit of awe. Like they're watching you and thinking, how are they doing that? Because you've been going through something. You've been in a season of change, of quiet recalibration, of figuring out who you are and what you actually want, and you might feel like that process has been invisible. Like no one sees the work you're doing internally. But this person sees it. They see the shift in you. They see you standing differently, moving differently, choosing differently. And it's stopping them in their tracks. There's a steadiness coming through on your side of this energy that I want to sit with for a moment. Because I feel like there was a time, not too long ago, when you were very committed to something that maybe wasn't fully serving you. A relationship, a situation, a version of yourself, a pattern. And there was a kind of loyalty in you that was admirable but also heavy. Like you were holding on because letting go felt like failure, or like it meant something was wrong with you. You were anchored to something, and even when the anchor was dragging you down, you stayed. Because that's who you are, you don't give up easily. You don't walk away from things at the first sign of difficulty. There's a depth to your commitment that is actually one of your most powerful qualities. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. Not dramatically. Not in a big explosive moment necessarily, though for some of you it may have been. But for most of you, it was quieter than that. It was a slow realization. A morning where you woke up and the weight felt different. A conversation that made something click. A moment of stillness where you heard your own voice clearly for the first time in a while, and that voice said, this is not it. This is not where I'm supposed to stay. And you listened. That's the part this person is stunned by. That you listened to yourself. Because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people stay anchored to comfort even when the comfort isn't good for them. But you made a different choice. Now, the person watching you? They have not made that same choice yet. And I want to be honest with you about that because I think it's important for you to understand where they're coming from. There's an immaturity in their energy, not as an insult, just as an observation, a kind of emotional armor they've been wearing for a long time. Maybe they grew up in an environment where showing vulnerability was dangerous. Maybe they've been burned before and they decided, somewhere deep in their nervous system, that the safest thing to do is stay behind a wall. Stay unreadable. Keep people at a certain distance so they can't really touch the soft parts. And for a while, that worked for them. It kept them safe. It kept them in control. But here's the thing about that kind of protection, it also keeps out everything good. And watching you has made them feel things they don't have a protocol for. You've slipped past their usual defenses not because you tried to, but because you were just real. Genuinely, uncomplicatedly real. And that disarmed them. They don't quite know what to do with someone who isn't playing a game. Someone who isn't performing or strategizing or trying to manage how they're perceived. You just are, and that terrifies them a little, in the best possible way. So what you're seeing from them, or maybe what you're not seeing, which is the confusing part, is this internal tug of war. On one side, there's this genuine pull toward you. A desire that they probably haven't admitted to anyone, maybe not even to themselves fully. On the other side, there's this old pattern whispering, be careful. Don't show too much. What if it doesn't work out? What if you're wrong about them? What if you get hurt? And they're caught in that middle space. Watching you from it. Wanting to move but not quite ready to take the step. And I feel like for some of you, you've sensed this. You've felt the hot and cold, the almost there but not quite. The moments where it felt like something was right on the edge of being said, and then it wasn't. And that's been frustrating, I know. Because you're in a different place now. You've done your inner work. You've made your choices. You're moving in a new direction with a clarity you didn't have before, and you're ready for things to match that energy. You're ready for something that doesn't feel like a guessing game. That new direction you're in? It's significant. There's a real compass-like energy here, like you've found magnetic north after a long time of spinning. And the decisions you've been making lately, the boundaries you've been setting, the things you've been choosing for yourself rather than to please others or to keep the peace, those are not small things. Those are the kinds of moves that completely rewrite a person's trajectory. And this person is watching that happen in real time, and they're genuinely stunned. Because they've maybe never seen someone pivot like that with such quiet confidence. Without making it a big announcement. Without needing external validation. You just changed. And kept going. The timing energy here is also really interesting, and I want to address it because I know some of you are in that waiting space and it doesn't feel great. There's something almost like sand in an hourglass present in this reading, this sense that things are moving, that there is a natural unfolding happening, but that you can't rush it without disrupting something important. And I know that's hard to hear. I know you might want resolution. You might want clarity now. You might want this person to just make up their mind already, or for the universe to just show you definitively what's coming. But the energy is saying that there is a reason for the pace of this. Something is still being prepared, in them, in you, in the situation itself, and forcing it before it's ready would change the outcome. And beneath all of this, underneath the watching, the walls, the internal conflict, the timing, there is desire. Real, honest, burning desire. From them toward you. It's not a mild interest. It's not casual. There's something like a flame that's been lit in them and it doesn't go out, even when they try to manage it, even when they pull back, even when they tell themselves to be logical about it. The feeling persists. You are on their mind. You are in their chest in that way that feelings live when they actually mean something. Here's the deeper truth of what's happening with this person, and I want you to receive this with compassion rather than frustration. The way they're showing up, or not fully showing up, has very little to do with you and almost everything to do with what they learned about love and vulnerability a long time ago. Somewhere in their history, opening up fully meant getting hurt. Maybe they were let down by someone they trusted completely. Maybe they were raised in a home where emotions were minimized or mocked. Maybe they loved someone once with everything they had and it cost them more than they knew how to handle. So they built a system. A way of being that protected them. And that system has been so automatic for so long that they don't even always recognize when it's running. They just feel the wall go up and tell themselves it's wisdom, it's discernment, it's being smart. But it's fear. And watching someone who seems to be moving through life with an openness they've forgotten how to access, is doing something to that fear. It's not dissolving it instantly. But it's questioning it. You are, without even trying, holding up a mirror. Moving forward, I see a shift coming. I don't want to give you a timeline because the energy isn't pointing to a specific one, but there is a momentum building on their side that wasn't there before. The watching is going to turn into something. A conversation. A moment of honesty. An action that surprises even them. Because there's only so long someone can observe what they want from a distance before the desire overrides the fear. And their desire is strong. That much is clear. For you, the path forward is continuing exactly what you're doing. The growth you're in right now is your greatest power. Every choice you make that honors your own worth, every step you take in the direction that's actually right for you, that is both your healing and your magnetism. You don't need to do anything to make this person come around. You need to keep becoming more fully yourself. That's it. That's the whole strategy. And it's working, even if you can't fully see it yet. Let me speak to you directly for a moment, with love. I know the waiting is hard. I know watching someone be almost there, almost ready, almost open, almost willing to step forward, can feel like its own kind of heartache. And your feelings about that are completely valid. You're allowed to feel impatient. You're allowed to feel a little tired. But please don't let the pace of someone else's growth make you question your own worth. Please don't shrink yourself back down to a size that feels less threatening to someone who hasn't done the work yet. Your job right now is not to convince anyone of your value. It is not to make yourself more palatable or more available or more whatever you think they need you to be. Your job is to keep walking in the direction that feels true. To keep honoring that quiet inner knowing that has already guided you through one significant turning point. Trust it. It hasn't let you down. And trust that what is genuinely meant for you will find its way to you, not because you chased it, but because you became someone who could fully receive it. Give yourself the patience you've been extending to others. Give yourself the grace you offer so freely to everyone else. And let this season of watching, from them and from the universe, be confirmation that you are on the right path. Not a detour. Not a delay. The right path. If you want to go even deeper, if you feel like you're at a turning point and you'd love some personal guidance specific to your situation, I do offer private readings. Sometimes just having a dedicated space to sit with your energy one-on-one can bring a level of clarity that a collective reading can only begin to touch. The link is in the description if you feel called. No pressure at all, but if it's been on your mind, consider that a nudge. Before I let you go, I just want to say, thank you for being here. Truly. These readings are a labor of love, and knowing that someone out there needed exactly what came through today makes every single moment worth it. If this resonated with you, if something in this touched a truth you've been carrying, please tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Say, stunned if this was for you, or just share whatever part hit home. Your comments are what keep this community alive and real. And if this is the first time you're joining us, welcome home. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and share this with someone who might need to hear it today. You never know whose day you might change with a simple share. You are seen. You are worthy. And whatever is unfolding for you right now, it's moving in your favor, even when it's quiet. Trust the process. Trust yourself. I'll see you in the next reading. With love, always.